Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the crypto Q&A call of Tuesday, the 25th of June. Hey, Gabriel, how are you doing? Very
Good,
good.
good. Waiting for you. I'm always more interested in crypto than stocks, but it works for everything.
Yeah, the strategy works for everything. That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you doing with your investments?
I'm not starting investment in anything, any stock yet, but I'm on the road. I'm waiting to get to the bull room and start to take those profit out from my crypto and start to do the stock investment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
because now that like you just said, it's going down, 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 and I'm buying a little bit more because I have my strategies to buy a little bit more to lower down my average price. Then I hope when the bull run goes up, we make good profits.
Yeah, yeah. And then,
Crypto.
yeah, with that profits, you can go
Yeah,
into the stocks.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly my strategy. That's what I'm waiting for. Then, like
Yeah.
everybody says, that we're waiting for the elections here, and then the people is very, kind of with this kind of feeling that nobody knows
But
what is going to happen then.
but still, Gabriel, uh, I would say also start with stocks.
Yeah,
Just start with it.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
start with the Nvidia, and yeah, I was thinking with Nvidia and Tesla, like you say, to have a little big hold, long term hold with those.
yeah, but still, what I also want to tell you is start also with the more volatile stocks,
Okay.
because the more volatile stocks gives you more action, gives you more things to do, makes you focus more, makes you think the whole day. Oh, what is it doing? Exciting. And maybe, oh, I'll look tonight. And so that is the game. It's playing a game. And
Yeah.
and and if a stock, for example, Nvidia, you're watching for Nvidia. Yeah. Sophie is watching for Nvidia for the minus 20,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
minus
gonna take a
minus
little bit long.
minus 15, minus 16, minus 17, minus 18, and there it goes up again. And then
Ah,
you have a new top. And then you wait again.
okay.
Minus 12, minus 30, so and it can take you maybe maybe
Months.
5, 6, 7 months. That is no fun. So
Mm-hmm.
what I would advise you, what I would suggest, if you are able to do that, take take at least $5,000, divide it in 10 portions of $500, and then start investing in 10 stocks. Take in every sector a stock. Yeah,
Okay.
we have technology, we have healthcare, we have communication services. Uh, you know, go from there. Set up your watch list and everything you like to do. So
Uh-huh.
because then you also get familiar with calculators. You get familiar with making your drawings in TradingView, and that would be yeah.
Yeah, I've been training all that stuff, trading view and the spreadsheets with the Excel. Yeah, I've been training all that stuff. That's the thing that you have to, you know, be very handle, and then with that kind of stuff. And after that, you just take off.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So just start with it, and maybe if you say, okay, I do not want to do it with real money, start with a demo account, but get in the habit, get in the motion of doing
Yeah,
it every day,
yeah.
and then it makes
Thank you,
you
Andrew.
yeah, and then it makes you yeah, then it gets a habit like brushing your teeth, and it's so much fun. Also the trading journal. Set up your trading journal. It is
Yes,
so much fun to do it. Yeah,
yes, sir.
I'm not sure if I have it here. Uh, File. We are managing individual stocks. Don't update. Here, trading journal. Um, Here, let me show my screen with you. Um, Here, Zoom meeting. Share screen. Here. This is my trading journal. Actually, Andrew Lazarov is actually better than I am, because he was taking already 7 times profits in June, and I only took 2 times a profit. But what you see here all the time, here, for example, from the beginning of the year, here, Square, Mazi, MKTX, Target, a real estate company, ACLS, here, 55%, 15%, 10%. This gives a comfort feeling, but it
Yes,
gives
sir.
also discipline of what to do. Here with Solana, I
Yes.
took 90%, with Coinbase 35%, with Disney 25%. Here, these are exceptional, because that was the bull run with or a part of the bull run with approval of the Bitcoin ETF.
ETF.
You know, it went sky high.
Mhm.
So yeah, I took a lot of profits here. But then it goes again here. CPRX, Solana. Then later Solana went sky high. Coinbase again here. HUD. This is that healthcare company. Hall Pass crypto miner. HUD again. You know, this is what you should do, and this
Yes,
should
sir.
this should make you happy. At
Uh-huh.
least it makes me happy if I look at it,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Of
I can
course.
look back, and you know what you also notice, there is never a loss, because I just don't sell. I'll
Uh-huh.
just keep it, and I agree our tax system is a little bit different in Netherlands, but they are about to change it. But that's the fun of working with your with your trading journal.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep it in mind. Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
I
now
know
we're
I will catch you up.
yeah.
That's
It's
the
just
idea.
creating the habit of
Mhm.
investing and work. Oh, there is Mike. Admit.
Be disciplined.
Yeah, build in your discipline. Build in. I sometimes I compare dollars or euros or whatever, Australian dollars. I compare it with children. You know, or maybe sometimes you're on holidays, and if you have children, you always have time to look after your children. You never let them go. You know, so and your dollars are your children. They should stay with you. You should love them, and not say, well, I hate money, and money is the root of all evil, and then money doesn't love you, so it will go away. You will spend
Uh-huh.
it. It is your own fault. You will spend it. But if you say, no, you know, this is my investment account with an amount of dollars in there, or whatever currency you have, and I want to see it grow. Yeah, like you want to see your child growing, and then it motivates you to work with your
Mhm.
with your children. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So guys, let's talk about the crypto market today. So, who is bored with the crypto market at the moment? I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought, you know what? Let's make a nice presentation for that. Unless you say I have some questions, you know, and I would love to go over some questions, but I made a nice presentation today, although it was my holiday, but still, you know, I love to work and I love to figure things out, and I love to make things easy to understand. So that's what we are going to do here today. I go share my screen again. Here, this was the profit-taking stuff. Here. Let me do this here. So, today, actually, last week we talked a little bit about the different sectors. Actually, I go over it so that because last week we lost I didn't make the recording, the full 100%. So we talked about several categories here. So in layer 1, that is the basic blockchains: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Avalanche, Cosmos, Celestia. Layer 2, Chainlink, Optimism, Polygon. You know, these are coins. 90% of those coins I also own. Here, Pit, Avalanche, Internet Computer, Gaming, Avalanche, Immutable X, Illuvium, Engine, Ronin Coin, Games of Mavia, a very new one, AI coins, etc., and DeFi coins. So I think these are I expect these are the survivors for the future. I will wait for a moment, Mike. Yeah, and Mike, we are recording at the moment, so that's what I didn't do last time.
Oh, I'm on.
So let's go over a high-level view of the crypto market. So what do we see here? Here we see Bitcoin. And here we see Bitcoin. Even kijken hoor. So here, let's go here. From, let's say, nou ja, March, more or less, because March or here early or end of March, and it was around 100 days, and we are moving sideways. Yeah. Oh, boring. Here, Ethereum. Jeff. Ethereum moving sideways around 100 days. Yeah, but we also saw a drop down of 30%. So what you see here, and that's also with the previous one, the minus 20% for Ethereum and Bitcoin, we could use this so-called 50% calculator. Yeah, go in at minus 10, minus 20, minus 30. So for Ethereum, you could have gone in with up to minus 30% and do this short-term trading. Yeah, do not mix it up with your long-term hold, because then, yeah, we talked about it. Let's go next slide. Here, XRP, a drama, or what is it? And a disaster. You know, it's going actually already from 2022 sideways, more or less. You know, still I think XRP is a very good crypto coin. Yeah. However, with all the lawsuits and all the stuff that is happening, I mean, XRP already has companies all over the world. The company Ripple is growing like, nou ja, it's very fast growing. So this is a waiting game here, XRP. But do not put all your money in. We see Avalanche. Also a disaster here, going down 64%. Is it a bad company? No, absolutely not. No, but it is just to get you bored. You know, we saw it go up here, then it went down. We saw it go up again, and everybody would expect, oh, it will go up again. No, we get bored, and it is only going down. So already for around 100 days, it's going down. Here, also going sideways for, what is it? Almost 2 years now, and still I think it's a good coin. Atom. Here, Celestia, around 136 days, going down. Just continue. Chainlink, 48% down. Optimism, 66% down. Now, guys, what's happening here? This is a bargain. These are prices that you can go in. So also here, it went down. Matic, Polygon, here. It's a small cap crypto. So go in with your amount of minus 25, minus 50, and minus, oh yeah, for 75, you should wait here because it is 60% down. Unless you say, you know, I'll take the all-time high top, and then you go in with here with all your money. But be careful, do your asset allocation wisely. Let's go further. Arbitrum, also 70% down, 76% down. So now it is. Let's see. what does the whole crypto market do? Here over those 100 days, it went down with 24%, which is actually not too bad. What does the whole crypto market do without if you exclude BTC here? What did I do? On CoinMarketCap, you have a parameter which is called total. And total is the whole crypto market. So if you fill in here total crypto market, you get total, and there we see it from this high here, we went down 24%. So that was the high in March, more or less April. Then what we see is excluding BTC, the market actually went down with around 30%. What does it mean? BTC is such a big crypto coin that it eats all the money. So that's why actually the volatility is leveled out because of BTC. Let's take also out Ethereum. That's called total 3. Yeah. Then we see also more or less 29% down, so 30% down. So what we see here, it looks like we are here in a sort of midterm accumulation phase for the crypto market. Here I found another indicator, the CIX 100. That is an index of the top 100 cryptocurrencies. The top 100 cryptocurrencies, went down here almost with 80%. But it's not a problem. Crypto will come up. Just, a lot of whales are just selling, to scare the shit out of you. Now, bigger perspective. No, I like from perspective. This was the COVID dip here. Yeah? And here it was in 2020. We saw a dip of 62%, and it went sideways a long time here. And then we saw the boeren. It went up, 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 up. And then somewhere in early summer 2021, it went down. Let's make control laser here. It went down with 55%. Yeah. After which it went up again with a lot of percentage. After which it went down here, I think with around 60% or so, 67, maybe 70%. Then in the way up, and this is more recent. Here, this is in the spring of 2023. Here we saw a dip of 22%. Here we saw again a dip of 24%. But also see what's happening here. It goes up here, and then it goes down. It goes up, and then it goes down. That is to shake you out. Then it goes sideways again, and then all of a sudden here, a sort of short-term boeren, after which it goes down again with 22%. So everybody who was waiting to go in, because they say, I'm scared, and I don't go in, and I'm scared again, and then they say, but now it looks very good. Let's go in here. And then they see a drop with 22%, and then they sell again. They say, it's nothing for me, and I can't handle it. Why not? Because it's your mindset. You should have some ice in your stomach. And then we saw again a move up with a lot. And here, that's what we just talked about. Here is that 23% of Bitcoin, went down. So what can happen now, guys? What can happen here? And we talked a little bit about resistance levels. So here we see a little bit of resistance. So it can go down, and I put an arrow here with 30%. So that means if you say, I want to do some shorter term investments, go in at -10, at -20, and wait for the -30 with your 50% calculator. Then I see again here a sort of resistance here. That's around 40%. So keep some powder dry and wait for the -40%. Will it arrive there? Nobody knows, but it could be. Look what happened here. Here, 55% down within a bull run. It's insane. So be prepared for that. Yeah. Does this a little bit help, guys? Yeah. Yeah. I was also because if I listen at this moment, if I listen to all those YouTubers, you know, here, and I listen to several of them. The narrative is negative, negative, negative. Yeah. Is it the end of the bull run? Is the crypto market dead? Crypto will never survive. All that kind of shit. You know, what we know, crypto is volatile. So we should just continue with our strategy and put your money in when the price is interesting enough to do it. Okay, this is the bigger perspective. And also, you know, guys, also it helps for me when I do this kind of stuff. And that's what I also mean with I like to work. I like to figure things out. I like to make things easy to understand. So what are my conclusions about what I just told you or what I showed you? The bear market is not over. And although a lot of people talk about a bull run, but the bull run started because of the Bitcoin ETF. And to my ID, the bull run started too early. Yeah. So the bull run is still to come. Now, the sideways actions can easily continue another 3 to 4 months. And I will show you in a minute why I think it will be another 3 to 4 months. So calculate with September or October before we will really see the price spiking up. So currently, to my opinion, we are in an accumulation phase for crypto. So now what? As always, follow the strategy, do your asset allocation wisely, and use the calculators. You know, just to get your head quiet and know what you need to do. Here, this is a post on X, and this guy, and he makes a point. Rect Fencer, he says altcoins hit their peak 547 days after each halving. And this time is no different. Don't miss the last chance to buy the dip here. He's also talking about buy the dip with the right coins. Now, we spoke about the coins. So he made the drawing here, but let's make it a little bit bigger. Here. What you see here is the, yeah, that has a name. Plan B is, it has a specific name, but you see bands here. Yeah. And so the blue band is basically a fire sale. So if the cryptos are here in the blue band, here, like here, then it is very cheap because we see it go up. If it is in the green band, it's a buy, or the lighter green, it's accumulate, and then at the light green is still cheap. And in the yellow band, yeah, you should hodl. Yeah, and then people start asking themselves, is it the bubble? You know, FOMO intensified. Sell, seriously sell, start selling here at the way up, and then maximum bubble territory is when the prices hit this maximum. But what is interesting here, that 547 days after the halving, you see that the cryptos are at the maximum value for that specific bull run. And it was here after the first halving, that was in 2000, long ago. And you see it after the second halving, after the third halving, and currently we are more or less here. Yeah, we are more or less here in the just after the fourth halving. Now I want to show you something. Escape. So this fourth halving was in April 19th, 2024, which is pretty recent. Yeah. So what is 547 days after the halving. 19th of April 2024 plus 547 days is October 2025. That means we still have more than a year that the cryptos will go up, and then the party is over, because that's what we also see here. Control laser here. After this bubble territory, it goes down here. Here, after this bubble territory, it goes down. So I expect here that by, and don't say it is the 17th of October, maybe it's in September, maybe it's in October, but make sure you keep this more or less in mind. Maybe it will last till the end of the year 2025, but this is the way where we need to make our profits. So, and if we are currently here moving a little bit sideways, yeah, we are still in the more or less cheap phase. However, if you say, yeah, here it was way cheaper here at the Bitcoin at the 10, 12, 15,000. Yeah, of course. And now it looks expensive compared to here. But if you go here at the red band, you know, you are at around $250,000. And then it looks here, it looks like a bargain. So keep it in mind. We are really at a very good point here to do our game. Then some crypto news. Yeah, this is fun. Here, I found such a nice. Let me see here. What I need to share again. Stop share, because I have to share with sound. Here, share screen, share sound, share. Now I go to full screen again. So. Let's see if this works. It starts. Here, what happens here? 2010, Bitcoin was 30 cents. 2011, Bitcoin was already $4.27. 2012, $13. 2016, and he has to carry his bags in money. Yeah, it's so funny. 30,000. 2030, 69. You know, this is what can happen if you are in early. You know, nobody was in early. Nobody, because you only was able to buy it on Mt. Gox. Now we all know what was Mt. Gox. Mt. Gox was a crypto exchange, and it went bankrupt, and they are still discussing. It went bankrupt, I think, already 14 years ago, and they are still discussing how people get their money back. And so there were no wallets. There were no wallets. It was maybe there was even no YouTube. So don't think I should have bought Bitcoin in 2011. It was practically impossible unless you were a nerd and you were joining this nerd meetings, and so. But still, you know, we have still the possibility. Bitcoin is currently what is it? It is 60,000 more or less at this moment. You know, you will think about me if Bitcoin will hit the 200,000. Then you will say, I should have bought more when it was 60,000. So you overestimate what you can do in the shorter time, and that's what a lot of people do. They all think I can be rich tomorrow, and forget it. But in the longer time, you can do a lot of stuff. Okay, what is going on in the macro world at this moment here. Maybe this is a little bit boring, but I think it's important to understand that the stock market was doing well, but is now trading sideways, you know? And this probably won't last long because we expect the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates in September. This anticipated rate cut might lead to a strong rally over the summer. So actually, what does it mean if the Fed lowers interest rates? This is important to understand. Then it means that putting your money in a bank is not so interesting anymore. Then people will search for another option to put money in. So they start for riskier assets. So if you can get 5% in a bank account, a lot of people will say, you know, I'm fine with it, with 5% per year. But if it goes to 2 or 1%, yeah, then you say, you know what? I will put some in stocks, I will put some in crypto. So you will see a flow from bank accounts into riskier assets. Yeah. So why will the Fed lower the interest rate? So inflation is rapidly declining across the US economy. In May, core consumer price inflation hits its lowest since 2021. So the inflation goes down. The stickiest part of inflation, food and energy, also fell for the first time in 2021, which is actually good news. Additional producer and import price inflation unexpected dropped. And although inflation is still at 3%, higher than the Fed's target of 2%, it is steadily falling. Typically, the Fed would wait until inflation hits 2% to cut rates. This could happen by the end of the year. However, due to the labor market, the Fed might cut rates by September and even before inflation reaches the target. So, guys, what does it mean? It is totally in line with the election, with the bull run of crypto I just told you about. So I think after the summer, fasten your seatbelts and be ready for the move up. So then, yeah, I also like to warn you about scams. You know, judge gives green light for banks. So this is Crypto Geek. I regularly look at his posts, but then he says here breaking, and it was a post of June 17th, so that was last week. He says breaking. The judge gives the green light for institutions and banks in the United States to begin using XRP for all payment services. And then he refers to an article of October 2023. Guys, this is old news, but still it pushes the sentiment. So I want to, warn you, be careful, because what did I also see? Fake version of the XRP stablecoin. So we all know in the XRP ledger area, the XRP blockchain, Ripple is talking about a stablecoin. And now what we see is that a lot of fake Ripple stablecoins are trying to fool you. So how can you verify if this is true? Just go to now.
Hi, sir.
I was here. No. I wanted to hit this. Sometimes I'm struggling with the technology, guys. Here. So. Why can't I open this stupid thing here? Control C. Here we'll go to Control V. Enter. Go to the Ripple site and just verify it. Yeah. So what we see here, Ripple to issue a USD-backed stablecoin, bring more utility and liquidity to XRP Ledger. Start reading, and then At launch, the stablecoin will be available at XRP Ledger and Ethereum ETF blockchains. Guys, on this page, this is from Ripple.com. They are not talking about the stablecoin has already been launched. So always double check if you see news items, double check if it is right or not, because often you are fooled. Let's go full screen again. So I would say Andrew Cashflow evaluates the news, and this guy Kyle Cassie, he says the following: I think people are bored, and that's when the biggest mistakes are made. Cycles aren't always action-packed 100% of the time, and that's what we talked about. You know, the beginning of this call. There are different stages. I guarantee you that smart money and institution will keep loading up. Yeah, 99% of the people will get shaken out and miss it all. So we are not the 99% of the people. We are 1% of the people that that use the right strategies. Will you get filthy rich? No. Will you make a lot of money? Yes, absolutely. So here, there's also a nice a nice picture I found on CoinGecko. Here, what are the most active blockchains with the highest transactions per second? So what do we need? We need solid, stable blockchains, especially when utility is built on such a blockchain. So we know we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is slow. It takes your transaction takes half an hour till maybe 45 minutes before it is from the crypto exchange into your wallet and the other way around. We know from Ethereum it is faster, but also expensive and still slow, because it only does transaction every several minutes. So when Ethereum started, that was a very good blockchain, and a lot of institutions are still building on it. So do not underestimate Ethereum, because I think it will play a very major role in the future. But now look here at what kinds of blockchains. The Solana blockchain is the winner in speed. 1,000 transactions per second is able to be done on Solana. Yeah, Sui, this is Binance Smart Chain. Actually, that's the BNB coin. Polygon, Ton, Tron near Avalanche, and then now it's going down. Actually, what I like to show you here, especially Solana and BSC, we know them. We know those coins, and they are also in the top 10. So make up your mind, and maybe it is a good investment to go into those crypto coins. Not financial advice. Okay, something else. On the 17th of May, I saw an article that Chainlink surges 20% after US bank tokenization pilot. Fantastic. US bank tokenization. Yeah, we do it. I go into Chainlink. Look what happens, because we are here to make money. Here. This is what happened. Here. We saw here, that was more or less in May. So when was this article? 17th of May. So earlier it went already up, and then it went up with 45%. Fantastic. Now, and what happened after it? It went down. So what you see here, that on the 13th of May, the price increased already, and maybe you were able to get in here. Yeah, and then it went down, and you lost money if you would have sold, because it went down 30%. And now what you see is here. Actually, yesterday the price was the same as on the 13th of May. It's insane. But that's also what I want to show you. This is social sentiment. This is hyping up news, and I'm convinced that that behind articles like this are just institutions paying those guys. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's just if you are not well enough informed about strategies and how to invest, you know. So would we invest on this way up? Absolutely not. We would invest on this way down. And with Chainlink, we also would invest on this way down. Because for Chainlink, in this case, we could have already go in 1-2 times. And if you go to the larger perspective, I can imagine that you go in already with more money. So just to give you an idea. So where are we at this moment in the bull market? Now we had the accumulation phase, we have the run up. We talked about the top, and then we will see a rundown. So I think we are somewhere here in the bull market at this moment. Then very interesting picture that I found. Or actually, I know this picture already for a long time, but something just caught my attention. Here in 2016, we had a halving. In 2020, we had a halving. And in 2024, we had a halving. You know, that was in April. What you see here is the amount that Bitcoin gained in value or decreased in value. So, control laser. So look here. September, so the halving was more or less here in this area. Then in September we saw it go up 6%, 40%, 5%, 30%. And you know, then here it only went down with almost nothing and then still went up at 23% and then it went even further up. So let's look at 2020. What did it do? Here in the last months of the year, the second half of the year, 24%. And here the major increases came. 27%, 42%, 46%, 14%, 36%, 29%. Guys, in half a year. So be patient. Yeah. So what are we here now? We had the halving here. Then in May, we had this run up. And actually, we already had the run up in February and March. And now, yeah, July, we don't know yet what will happen. But if history doesn't repeat itself, but often it rhymes. So what will happen? I think September, October, November, December will be great months for crypto. Yeah. And again, this is to give you a feeling about what is happening in the market, the bigger overview. So it was my story for today. And I hope you found it helpful.
Absolutely, it was great. You know what?
Yeah.
I had a thought though, not to say, you know, just a thought. Sometimes it'd be nice to have this all presentation, so in the second hour, we can follow up with more questions that you come up with the presentation with.
Can you ask it again?
It was just a thought as you were going through the second hour with all your presentations and everything. It almost would be nice if we did the presentation and everything in history and the sentiment of stuff the first hour. That way we could follow up with questions on that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just...
That means that we should change the times from the crypto Q&A call and the smart investor call.
Yeah, but that was just my random thought. I don't know. Planting a seed or not, I don't know.
I'm open for changes. How are others thinking about it? Is it okay like this?
It's still okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't hear you, Sophie.
Either way.
What's that?
Either way is fine for me. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
either
Either
way.
Yeah, either way.
Either way. Okay. Then I'll suggest that we'll just keep it this way. Jeff, keep your questions in mind and ask them next week immediately.
Well, if I do have any, I'll just post it on our thing.
Yeah, yeah. I would really also recommend, guys, post stuff in the VIP lounge. It's fun. It's fun to see what others are doing. You feel yourself not alone. And you think, okay, what's this? Sophie, thank you for posting. James Delgado. He's not here yet, but I like the postings. What are people doing? You know, and that also motivates you to say, oh, I need to do my 20 minutes. I forgot it yesterday, but I need to do it today. And yeah, we're all human beings, so let's build a community, and we go from there.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Um, earlier you were kind of talking about, well, I guess it was on the last call where it's like, you know, do we sell 100% or do we sell a portion of the stock? And I know that with crypto, we sell a portion. I'm kind of curious about other people in this group of, I don't know if we can get kind of like on a personal level and kind of like what what everyone's strategies are for the bull market. I was just looking at some notes. I think it was from Raul Paul of like when you're, you know, setting up your exit strategies for crypto and obviously stocks. Like what's feeding us to do this work and to stay committed to it. And I was wondering if anybody would be open to sharing like what this all means for them. Cause like you were saying, you like to work, Andrew, and so you like to move things around. And I'm just kind of curious about other people in the group here. Like, is it, you know, just long-term investing to build wealth, or is it fun and you just like to keep busy? Would anybody be open to sharing like that? Not everybody at once.
Well, I like to keep busy. And maybe that's because I got wrecked when I was just putting money in blindly and you know, not knowing what I was even really investing in. So for me, having that control and checking in daily and looking at, you know, what stocks are doing, for me that's been profitable, and just having those profits come in regularly has been, yeah, what I guess the driving force. Because when I was just putting money in and leaving it there, I had no exit strategy. I had no way of saying, okay, well, I'm going to exit now. And that's the problem. Kind of like what I talked about before with that DroneShield stock. Where do I exit? You know, it's gone up, it's skyrocketed, it's done really well, unlike a lot of the other ones. But at what point do I exit? So doing things in this way, that's why I find this strategy really useful. And I feel like I'm doing something. I'm actively, you know, keeping a hold on things. And it also means that sometimes when I'm looking through, I'll notice things that I wouldn't otherwise have noticed. So, for example, I'll see a stock that's in the buying zone, or you know, a crypto's gone down by X%, and it's now time to DCA in, that kind of thing. Spending that time has its benefits, I think. So it just keeps you, because otherwise you just set and forget, and that's great, but you miss out on lots of opportunities as well if you do that. Not to say that you don't, you know, still make money, but yeah, that's my take on it anyway. Because because you're just keeping an eye on everything that's sort of going on at the same time. So
Yeah.
I'll go through because I've got all the alerts now. So pretty much TradingView does it for me. I don't have to go through the watch list every time, but I'll go through it once a month. And then I'll find some stocks, and normally it's just things that have gone up in that month. Normally there's nothing to do, but it makes me change my my alerts and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I found that to be, it saves a bit of time, a bit of you know, going through each stock or each crypto each time can get a bit I guess, you know, tedious. But with the alerts, yeah, I'll let them do the work for me. when I buy or sell something, I'll put those alerts in. And then, once a month, that's when I'll go through everything and adjust. So it's not sort of going through every single thing every single day, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the time it's just like click, click, click. Okay, nothing to do, nothing to do. kind of thing. But yeah, that's just me. But keeping it active helps you to find stuff that you wouldn't otherwise see. That's me. Anyone else want to share?
I go in cycles myself. When I started out with stocks and everything, like I used to get input from Motley Fool, like Andrew did for a while. And yeah, a lot of that I did get was great. I am a long-term investor, but from what I've been learning here, I enjoy the small profit. So I had a bunch of money in retirement with Edward Jones, and my cousin was managing it. And she did better with the money and the funds I had, not just the IRAs, but also personal money. And then after I sold some property, I gave a big chunk, and through a whole year, it didn't profit 2%. So since taking this course, which I don't know how long it's been, but I've been utilizing it and working it more than so I started way off when it was Scottrade, and I built that money up, went through divorce, had to get rid of most of it. Then I built it up again. And then the stuff from Edward Jones, I brought over, made a new account, and already I'm 15% profit in that, then 2% over a year. So just practicing that, watching it, knowing what to look for. I got out of certain stocks, sold them all because they just weren't there. And I've looked at them to see if there's a time to go back in, but then I really didn't like them. A lot of them were the REITs and stuff. But majority of my holdings, especially stock portfolios, I look at long term. But now that I see the market and look at it at the macro end of it, I'm starting to notice like, wow, there can be a year-long dip in some of these things. So why not take the profit when I can, have the dip, and then use, even if with the money I can take out that I originally invested, I can use the profit, kind of what he teaches about crypto, and I can reinvest it for the next time it has the upside, which is a little slower, which I like. It's exciting with the volatility with crypto, though it's been sideways, but it's like, oh, it's so I've got both long-term and short-term. I'm getting more short-term on certain things because I'm learning more and I'm excited about the money in crypto. But lately I've been in a phase where I just put it off, and maybe I'll look at it once a week. I think about it daily, and I'm not in the habit, but it's my own mindset that I'm not looking at it and doing something with it daily. So I'm still learning and practicing and using my mindset on things on that, but that's kind of how I do it. I'm not fully consistent with things yet, but I'm getting there. But I have short-term and long-term, but I'm mostly a long-term type investor. Had been, because I didn't know better, but now I do.
Yeah, nice, very good. And anybody else that'd like to share his story? Why are you here? Mike, go ahead.
Well, I'd just like to tell you how inspiring all of you, literally watching all of you and your different stories is huge for me, because I'm so new to all of this. I've been in construction for like 50 years, working for myself, and I'll tell you, I dabbled in the stock market and basically it was flat or I lost money for years. And then years ago, I started looking at crypto, and once I finally understood it, I just bought and hodled until really I was introduced. I saw people doing the kind of things that Andrew were talking about. They were talking about when to get in, when to get out, and that's where you make the most profit. And I started watching Andrew's program with 3T Warrior. And boy, I'm telling you, this has just been inspiring. I'm still learning the technology and I'm slow, but I love this, and I want this to replace, you know, my income for a long time, because, you know, Social Security, and I've got a little bit of a pension. That's it. And I think this is a fantastic thing to do. And when I hear all of you with even your minor successes and sharing your ups and downs, it's inspiring. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. You know, that's I think what it is. Broaden your vision, broaden your scope about money, broaden your scope about investing, and see what's happening. You know, one of the things I often use is be your own investment manager. Do not hire an investment manager. First, do it yourself. You know, I'm building now the Andrew Cashflow company, and I'm also delegating work to others. But I'm also delegating work what I've done first myself. And why do I do that? Because I want to know how it is to do that work, so that I can later say to somebody who does the work for me, say, hey, maybe you could do this better, or maybe you screwed up there a little bit, or don't tell me stories because I know what it is to do this or that. And, you know, and I think that's also for investing. Banks and institutions, they all tell you, oh, it's difficult and it is money. You don't understand. Let us do it. Yeah? Let me calculate the fees for you. I will rip you off. You know? That's what they do. So first, if you understand the stuff you learn in this program, and then you say, okay, I want to maybe delegate a part of my money to be invested by somebody else, I think you are an excellent communicator to this guy. Because what they often say is, yeah, we did fantastic this year with your money, because the stock market went down with 8%, and your account was only down 7%. So we did 1% better than the market. Yes. And then you say, what a BS. I do not want to lose money. You should have made at least 1% for me. You know? Then you would be my guy. So
Yeah.
I'll fire you immediately. So
Yeah, and that's what I enjoy about this too, because I thought I was a good investor because I was picking the right stocks, and I'd hold on to them. I'd look at them once a year, but I didn't know what to do, if it was good or bad, and I couldn't see any of that. And now that I'm learning, I know how to be in control of what I'm investing in. I'm not before, not just with the brokerage account, you know, advisors or whatever, but I was just going with the flow with the whole market. Now I have the opportunity and the education to go with the flow where I'm in control of that now. And I don't have to just wait. If the whole market goes down, like, oh, I did a bad year, it's like, well, I didn't do anything. I just hodled and put money somewhere. And then if it goes up, I want to brag and say, oh, I'm real good. But no, now I can say that for real, saying, wow, I really watched my money and I made a potential and a profit here. Though I might screw up, or I might get emotional and not do something when I should, but now I'm in control and I can make the decisions. And for me, it's the world. It's fabulous. And I love how to be open and share, because it's just very encouraging hearing other people's stories too. So thanks for bringing that up, Nicole. This is cool.
yeah. You know, and for me myself also, the fun is, if you are investing, you invest money. That money is locked up in a stock or in a crypto. But once you take profit, you not only take profit, you take all your money out. And then the money is back in your bank account. And you can do with it whatever you like. But an institutional investor, at day one, he will invest all your money immediately. And then all your money is locked up. And he will never sell, because you need to tell him when to sell. And then he will sell. So, you know, the fun is that I think also in my accounts, I only have invested maximum 70%. So 30% of my money is actually always on the sidelines. Isn't that weird? No, it is not weird, because If the market goes down, I buy more. And I need money on the sideline to have dry powder to put it in again. And that is so much fun. So we are, I call it sometimes active investors, and you have control over your money. And if the market goes up a lot, you get more cash into your direction, and you can even say, okay, you know what? I'll buy something nice for myself, or I put something in gold and silver, or a little bit in real estate, what I also do, and you go from there. So you get way more flexibility in this way of investing. Yeah. So guys, I really appreciate all your feedback, and it's really a pleasure for me to work with you. You are the diehards here. At least you show up here together, and I really enjoy it to guide, or at least to be a member of this community, and to help you to become financially successful. So I would say keep posting in the VIP lounge. If you have questions, you know where to find me. And then I would say happy investing, and I hope to see you all next week again. Yeah?
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a nice
Hey.
evening. Bye.
Everyone.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. So, how's Australia? Let's stop the recording. Are you sure you want to